dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they. Honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, yeah. Tackle like damager, they react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. tally it good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They were
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Mayfield. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
They'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second and a couple, Mayfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. They'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Humphries. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Switch. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
But we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Mayfield on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught.
We got this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Sony Michel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On first down, Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's got Jake Butt as tight end, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
58, the mark. Left pass, left pass. At 58 is the mark. Go 58 is the mark. Hey.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete. Smith has it.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man, Hilton. 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. Buying time to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
King. Alert. Bravo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Mayfield now, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 29. It's a big run there by Henry. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check back. 19.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, complete to Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson out to his left. And escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Third and long for Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.